Hi everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. This is the 2023 Honda Accord EX. And we're going to answer the question today, do you get the right features for a sticker price of $30,705? Let me show you an interesting feature that is here, something I haven't noticed on an Accord before, or any vehicle for that matter. A sticker right here that says grab foam. Although I don't see foam anywhere. Maybe you're just supposed to find some foam and grab it. I really don't know. Interesting feature, right? Somebody must have forgotten to remove that sticker. Today we're at Holmes Honda. If you want to know more about this particular model, check out the link down in the description of the video. And if you're looking for an Accord that is non-hybrid, you know what that means? Here's one of the things that it means. Let's see if I can do this real quick. It means you have that. A spare tire, and it's a little hard to put all that back in place. I'll finish that in just a second. But that's good. 16.7 cubic feet, which is something that's interesting when it comes to the Accord. Whether you get the hybrid or the non-hybrid version, such as what we have right here, you will have 16.7 cubic feet. And yes, I said 16, kind of like a teenager. I promise I'm not really a teenager. But let's dig into what this model has and see what it's all about. Who knows, maybe you'll get a few more laughs beyond just my voice cracking. And we'll start out here with the front end. LED daytime running lights and a very nice look with the headlights. Now, you might notice the blinking there. I know a lot of you know what I'm going to say there, but some people don't. That has to do with the shutter speed of my GoPro. It is a common GoPro problem. No, you cannot make the lights on your Accord blink like that. It might be kind of cool if you could, I guess. I don't know. But one way or another, that's the situation. We're gonna have the active air curtains here on the front end that let air flow through on both sides. That helps improve gas mileage. And you have Honda sensing here. What is that going to include? Lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control, traffic jam assist. Here is your remote for 2023 on the EX trim level. Yes, you do have remote start. A very compact and light, but it feels sturdy remote. And obviously, the only option you have here is front wheel drive. I know a lot of you have told me you'd like to see all-wheel drive with your Accord. Maybe an available option. Don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, maybe ever. We'll just have to wait and see. But speaking of that, let's talk tire and wheel size. 225 will be the width. The sidewall size will be 50, wrapped around an 18-inch wheel. So when you see those numbers on your tire, you know what that means. And you'll have the body-colored mirror caps, power adjusting, manually folding, side view mirrors. And yes, it does come with blind spot monitoring. That's a good thing. Yes, you have the walk-away feature, proximity key, all that good stuff is here. And you can, or will, it doesn't matter, when you lock the interior, the gas door right there will also lock. That's a good thing. And one thing about the full redesign, a lot of people in the past said they weren't fond of the rear taillight design. What do you think about what we have here? It's not the crab claw or the stapler look. A little bit more of a clean look for 2023 and beyond. Tell me what you think about that. And while this is obviously the non-hybrid version of the Accord, it has the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder under the hood, it still makes an admirable 192 horsepower and 192 pounds-feet of torque. It's mated to a continuously variable single-speed transmission, and even though, again, not the hybrid version, you still have some solid MPG numbers. 29 city, 37 highway, 32 combined, and Honda says you should use 3.1 gallons of gas per every 100 miles you drive. And taking a look into the back seat area through the passenger side rear door, you'll see that we have the armrest right here. And a lot of the time, I know a lot of people who make these car review videos push down on the armrest and tell you whether or not it's comfortable or not. No, that doesn't work. You need to actually put your arm up there. I mean, how many of you are going to be driving down the road or have your passengers riding down the road pushing on this to find out if it's comfortable or not? Now, they're going to put their arm up there. That's what we should all be doing to test that out. It does feel pretty comfortable when you put your arm up there compared to pushing on it like this as if you're poking for the doneness of a steak. And here is the, well, I could call it a door bin or a bottle holder. Not sure which one is best, but either way, there's space there for a couple of different things, a couple of different options. And you'll have the rear seat pocket back here on the back of the passenger seat. The fold-down armrest is found here with the cup holders built in. And other than that, that's about it. Now, you won't find air conditioning vents or any kind of connectivity here in the back seat area, but you will find a conventional size sunroof, no panoramic. Tell me what your thoughts are. Some of you want the panoramic sunroof, some of you are okay with the conventional size, and even some of you I know are like myself who don't really want a sunroof at all. And for those who are armrest snobs and door bin snobs in your life, well, tell them to hop in the front seat because that's where they're going to find the larger armrest, still comfortable like it was in the rear, but a little bit more space here with the door bin. Now, here on the EX trim level, you will find a power driver's seat over there, but a manually adjustable passenger seat. I don't know if that's that big of a deal. Remember, you're not paying a lot, especially for this day and age, as far as what vehicles cost on this particular trim level. But you will find plenty of space within the glove box, and there are a few additions from Holmes Honda here, including wheel locks. And within this bag is the key for the wheel lock. That allows you to be able to remove all of the lug nuts, including the wheel lock, when you need to change a tire to the spare tire. That's without a tongue twist or a stutter like I just had. It's almost as bad as the voice crack, isn't it? I had a tongue twist anyway. But hey, good news. You still have that spare tire back there, so you can take advantage of that wheel lock key and you don't have to call a tow truck or anything like that. Now, you won't find wireless charging on this trim level, but you will find USB connectivity. The conventional style shifter, no push button shifter, that's not going to be found on any trim level of the Accord. And then a few other buttons and options here. I think you know what those are, the cup holders and the armrest. That seems to be at a decent height. You can lower the seats to make that a little bit easier to get to, a little more comfortable that way. Now, there is something here within the center console, which has a reasonable amount of space, that makes up for not having the USB connectivity in the back seat area. And it's going to be that 12-volt power outlet right there. That way you can run an adapter from there to your rear seat passengers. And, well, at least it's an option when it comes to connectivity for rear seat passengers. And then we'll have the sunglass holder right here and the control for the power sunroof. It does slide open. It also has the tilt functionality as well. Here on the driver's side door, well, probably everything you expect to find. Now, you won't find seat memory here on this particular trim level. So just so you know what isn't here, that's one thing that is not. The button right here allows you to open the trunk. You can drop the lever right here to use the tilt and telescopic adjustability for the steering wheel. There's the greeting. I hope my mic picked that up. The greeting into your Accord. And we'll hit everything here and take a look at our digital dashboard. A completely different look, more modern and updated for 2023. And right here you can control not only the functionality of the headlights, and you know when your headlights are on right there by the illumination. That way if your lights are on during the day, you'll know. Obviously at night, well, unless you're driving around with your eyes shut, you'll know. Now, one thing you might not know, this is a multitasker. It doesn't just control the functionality for the headlights. Well, and the taillights too, because everything comes on when you do this. But what else happens? See that arrow up there, that green arrow? And then when I push it into the down position, it switches sides from right to left. That actually corresponds with something called the blinkers or the turn signals on the exterior of the vehicle. It lets people around you know what your intentions are in traffic. I know it's a novel idea. I know not all of you can afford that feature, but in case you ever wondered what that is for, now you know. And right here, I can't say anything funny, I don't think, about the control for the windshield wipers, but there it is. And then we're going to take a look at our steering wheel mounting controls. You're going to have everything here, right here for adaptive cruise control. And for those who want some technology but not a lot, Maybe this is the more simplified of the options for the screens for the Accord for 2023. This is the 7-inch screen. And it's easy to use, it's easy to learn, plenty of functionality here. You can go through a lot of different information. You can pair your phone and do all that good stuff. And when you go into reverse, you'll have your multi-view rear view camera. You're gonna have 3 different views. The trajectory lines are obviously there. And depending on what you need to see, well, you can push accordingly. And then you have a couple of knobs up here as well. And like I said earlier, that's the same thing, that flickering effect. It has nothing to do with the screen itself, just looking through the lens of the GoPro. But you can control the functionality of the radio with these 2 knobs. And you do have dual zone climate control. You can sync those together if you so desire to do so. Pretty easy to figure out. And heated seats only. You know why I don't want to use heated seats today? Well, I want you to look at something right here. It's 7:48 a.m. And if you look right here, look at what the temperature is. That's right, it's 84 degrees at 7:48 a.m. here in Northwest Louisiana. That's why I'm filming so early. In case you wondered, I don't want to be out here in 105-degree temperature in just a few hours. What is it like to drive the Accord EX? Well, you might wonder about 192 horsepower, and while I know it's not the 2.0T of the 10th generation of the Accord, I know a lot of people miss that. Can't say that I blame you, but you still have a vehicle that handles very well. It feels very sporty, very solid on the road. It has good handling characteristics, obviously a tight turning radius. So a lot of advantages there. And while you may have less horsepower with the 1.5 liter turbocharged engine at 192, it still seems to be plentiful and get the job done rather well. Getting down the road with absolutely no problems. When you need to go, well, you can go. It's not meant to be high performance or have neck snapping performance or anything like that, but it still gets the job done. It handles well and it rides well. Has a good, comfortable ride quality and a roomy interior. I like that. It's always nice to have space and not to feel cramped. You can change the seating position, obviously, in a multitude of ways, depending on what you want as the driver. And something else here that I think balances things out nicely is the fact that the technology is not difficult to learn or use. That's nothing new for Honda. While you may have a new look with this particular screen compared to the former generation of the 10th generation of the Accord that had a little bit more of an angle to it. This actually has reduced the glare on the screen, being at a 90-degree angle. All of that works. But the other thing is, you might say to yourself, well, that's great. There's a lot of great features there, but I want a little bit more. I'll link a higher trim level of the Accord for 2023 down in the comments section. I'll pin that comment to the top of that area if you want to check that out. All right, it's your turn to talk now or to leave a comment. You know, the good thing about leaving a comment on a YouTube video is that you just type it or let voice recognition help you out with that. And if you have a voice crack like I did earlier and sound like a teenager, well, that doesn't really show up so much in the comment section, does it? Got to laugh at something, right? If you made it to this point in the video. So tell me what you think. Do you get the right features for a sticker price of $30,705 with this 2023 Honda Accord EX? Tell me what your answer is and tell me why you answered the way that you did. I have to say a special thanks to my friends here at Holmes Honda for loaning me this Accord EX for the day. And a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoy this video and haven't subscribed to the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel just yet, please consider doing so. And if you would like to learn about other vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.